get a brew started here. This is the little electric element I use. It's a cheap little 1,000 watt, I think. I forget. 1,200 watt, something like that. I'll just plug it in there. Then I got a cheap little timer. A little standard light timer, whatever you call them. And eventually I'll plug it into here. And she'll come on at like, I don't know, 8 o'clock in the morning. Give me time to have coffee. By the time I get out here, I'm ready to dough in. And we'll be brewing batch 114, I believe it is. This is going to be a nice little peach. Like a peach wheat. I've done a peach before. So it'll be similar to that one. We hope to come in at about 4%. We're doughing in with batch 114, I do believe it is. We're calling this one, well, I wish the handle was on the other side of the bell. We're calling this one, I'll get it down in a minute once I remember, 46 Gaffes per peach. This is a peach beer, and it's going to be called 46 Gaffes per peach. This is going to be a peach beer, like I just said. We put the Oregon, it's the same as Vintner's, Oregon puree in here. It's 3 ounces, I believe. I'm trying to remember what's in there. And we're calling this 46 Gaffes per peach. Anybody out there could get the pun on that. It shouldn't be too hard to figure that one out. Americans, anyway. 46 Gaffes per peach.
You know the thing.
Alright, so 159 minus 2, 157 we're at. This is exactly where I wanted to be. And that's kind of odd that I hit my number. Absolutely perfect. I usually don't say that, but it is. So we're going to top this off with just a little bit more water, which will probably raise the temperature a little, but it's not going to hurt nothing. I do single infusion mashes and instead of the decoction. I get a little tired of doing decoction mashes and protein rests. I get good results out of this just the way it is, and the way I drink my beer, it's just perfect for me. You guys out there know exactly what I'm talking about. So we're going to add a little bit more strike water in here. And we'll get the cover on. And the how you doing is doing. We're going to get this up on our stand and let it mash for 1 hour. Batch 114 today. We did it electrically again. This is a peach beer. I think I said before. Well, we're going to get on to the boil kettle here. We did a Verloft already, so we settled the grain bed. We ran 3 pitchers. So we're just going to run off into the boil kettle, and we'll be putting it up for a boil shortly. We gathered just shy of 7 gallons. Oh, 6 and 7/8 gallon. You can see the marker, maybe not. It'll be perfect for our fermenter. We boil off 1 gallon. So this will be perfect. We're going to get the a reading of the pre-boil here in a second. You're going to get a refractometer reading here before the boil. Let's see what we got. It's going to be low. I'm going to guess about 1032, my guess. Let's see what we got here. Look at that. You wouldn't believe it. It is 1032. Nice. Look at that. I ain't kidding you. 1032. I'm sorry. One more check. 1034. It's going to be a beautiful beer. We're going to come in a little under 4%, 4.5 at the max. Man, oh man. That's cool. A second. I got 1032. 1032. I can't believe I called it right on the money. I can't believe that. Damn. 1032. Camera's over there. How you doing? And this is doing 1032 pre-boil. We'll end up with 1040, 1042, probably right after the puree goes in there at the end of the fermenter, and she should ferment out into a nice 4.5% beer. That's another guess. Here she comes. Might have to turn it down. And it looks like we're hitting a hot break. It's just that the foam don't want to get out of the way of the camera. I'm trying to stir that out of the way a little bit. I don't use a foaming agent, I never have. Let it foam up, foam down, let the hot break happen, then we're going to hit the hops. Take a second or two. Nice and cool in here today with the air conditioner. Looks like we're, should turn the fan on. That looks like it. The first edition of hops. Oops, what the hell was that? We did water adjustments and everything, I didn't show that. But our first edition of hops are the Willamette. 2 ounces of Willamette. We'll drop those in. Why wouldn't I? Let that go. Our second edition is Citra, 2.25 ounces of Citra. So let me go ahead and something. I don't know what I'm doing anymore. Let me go ahead and start a timer, I guess. Hey Siri, set a timer for 45 minutes. All right, we're at the last 15 minutes. We're going to add the 2.25 ounces of Citra hops. They're in. We're going to add a cap full of Irish moss. I just bought a whole nother pound of it. And then last but not least, as soon as I find it here, with a spoon. So I'm going to add some Fermentation. I'm going to dump it on my spoon first. Do it over here because you can't do this over the steam. And there we go, about a spoonful. And we'll dump that in, stir that around. And 15 minutes, we're going to set the timer. Hey Siri. Hey Siri. Set a timer for 15 minutes.
15 minutes, starting now.
So we have our Fermentation, our Irish moss, everything's in that we need, our last edition of hops, and we'll get a flame out reading shortly. Taking the hop bags out, right to the can they go, and this is flame out. Flame out. I always shut my tank off, let the regulator empty out. We're on flame out condition. Gonna get the work chiller in. And we're chilling. All right, off to the fermenter we go with the lovely wort here. This is a peach beer, if I haven't said so before. You're gonna pick that up on camera. We're using the Oregon. It's still a Vintner's Harvest. I just think they changed names or opened up a different department or something. It's a great puree. It's actually 3 pounds. 3 pounds of peach puree. And this brew, if I haven't said before, I hope I'm on camera, how you doing in there, is called 46 Gaffes per peach. So we're going to get that shaken up, sprayed, and we're going to get that dumped in there. Puncture the peach. The peach has been punctured. And we'll dump that out the big hole at a higher level. Oh, look at that color. Little aeration in there as it comes out. Why wouldn't there be? I don't want to spill that all over. $46 Gaffes per peach. And I'm going to have to taste a drip of this. Wow. So I'm going to turn the wort chiller off. That's the noise you hear in the background. I'm going to move the kettle under for the final drippages. Get my wort chiller out of the way here right now. And then we'll tip the kettle. Everything's been sanitized. Scissors. Package of yeast has been sanitized. Oh, went right in there, didn't it? BE256 yeast we're using today. She is in. I always leave the yeast pack here as a reminder what I. We'll probably edit all this out to watch all that crap. Then we're going to push the cap on down. Ooh, ow. And put the bubbler in. Airlock's in. I probably have to put a little bit more in there. Okay. I'll take you along for the ride. Oh, crash. And we're in our brew corner here. Hopefully not put a hole in the wall. And let's wash our kettle. We're going to take a sample of the 46 Gaffes per peach.
Are you sure that's what you mean?
46 Gaffes per peach. This is a wheat beer. Oh, it looks like she's carved up, boys. It looks like we got the 8-day carbonation perfect. Look at the bubbles in there. That's what I'm talking about. That's the carb you want to see. See it? How you doing? Look at that. The camera's picking that up. My eyes are picking it up. Now we're going to sit down and take a sample of this. Alright, back on the sample of the 46 Gaffes per peach. I'm almost sure that's what I said. We're going to get a sample. Got a 1-finger head. It's fading. This is 50% wheat. Oh, the smell is so clean. Oh, right up the nose. Right up the nose. That's no go. Right up the nose. Oh, I forget the hops I used in here. Anyway, here's a little taste test. Well, this came in at 3.8 8%, not even 4. Not bad. I'm gonna let the wife taste it first because I just got done. I don't know if that video will show up, but I just ate 3 hops and my mouth is bitter as all heck. So I'm not getting the taste of the beer like it should. Wow.
I am very willing to let the American public judge my physical and mental my physical as well as my mental fitness.